What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. These are the 11 Versace fragrances that I own. I repeat, the ones that I own. Bro, I can't believe you don't have Oud Noir in your list. I don't own it. What about Versace L'Homme? Don't own that either. Man, what about the classic Versace Baby Blue Jeans? Don't own that either. See where we're going with this when you're like, bro, where's this? I can't believe you don't have it. I don't own them. These are the 11 that I own, and I wanted to rank them as we do all the time from worst to best, my least favorite to favorite, because I don't own a bad Versace fragrance. I don't own bad ones. I don't think a bad one exists, honestly. They're all pretty good. I have all of the Eros fragrances. Those are all here. And those are ranked in a surprising manner for some of you, I'm sure. This will make Jay very happy, though, but no, Jay, long-time subscriber, no Eros in any form is maybe number one, maybe not number one. I don't know, but got to stay tuned to see, right? So there's links down below if you want to check any of these out. And like I said, these rankings may surprise some of you. You may agree, you may not agree. It's just how I feel. So take it with a grain of salt and stay tuned. Starting with a classic from the 90s, Versace Blue Jeans. So you can still find this one around 20 bucks pretty easily. They still pop up at rack stores. They're easy to find online. It's a fresh, spicy, kind of watery, floral, masculine floral, really. Blue fragrance, old school blue fragrance before they became Embrox and Bombs and Super Aquatics and stuff like that. That fragrance still smells good. Unfortunately, something had to come in last place at number 11, right? God, it smells great, though. You know, in a lot of people's lists, this could be number one. It could be number three. You know, it's... Again, I don't own a bad Versace fragrance. It's just, when ranking them, it's going to be least favorite to favorite, because there really isn't a worst to best in this situation. Performance is still above average. I still get about 7 to 8 hours of longevity, with 2 hours of pretty good projection out of this one. It is engulfing this airspace, powdery, fresh, watery, floral, a little spicy and green, citrusy, woodsy, musky. There's so many layers to this fragrance, believe it or not, for a $20, 3+ decade old release. This is still some good stuff. I still encourage you to check this one out. I don't think it smells dated. I think it smells timeless personally. It's some good stuff, but yeah, something has to come in last, right? Versace Blue Jeans. Well, this may upset some, this may not. Some will totally get it. Versace Eros, the original Eau de Toilette. I kind of just have it. I don't really wear the EDT. I bought this 50 ml just to kind of have it. I bought it last year because I like the EDP more. Obviously, all of the Eros versions I like more than the original. They're all ranked above it. But it's a kind of groundbreaking fragrance in many ways. It's still kind of heavily replicated to this day. Sweet, fruity, vanilla, powdery, ambery, fresh. Still a great performer. People say, oh, it's watered down compared to old batches. Maybe old batches did perform better, but even this newer version, which for those of you that care, here you go. Knock yourselves out at checkfresh.com. Go check the batch code. BU2360. It's a pretty new batch. Like last year I bought it. And I never checked the batch code because I really don't care, but still a monster performer. Still get easy 8 hours out of this one, if not more. I've only worn this like twice since I got it because I prefer to wear the EDP, the Parfum, all Flame, Energy, all the different ones. As far as the base DNA, though, I do prefer the Parfum and the EDP over the original. They're a little bit warmer, a little bit, you know, more ambery, I guess, is the thing about it. I like the ambery, woody tones coming out more in it, whereas this is the fresher of those three, the base DNA concentrations, but still a great fragrance. Everybody should try this. You should at least try this fragrance at some point in your life. It's iconic for a good reason. And the bottle is like, I don't know, one of the coolest designer fragrance bottles of all time with the Medusa head. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Versace Eros EDT. And we follow that up with another version of Eros. We've got Versace Eros Parfum coming in at the number 9 slot. It is good. It's just not as good as the EDP. Obviously, of the 3 main versions of Eros, the EDP is my favorite. That's always been the same. It's kind of the happy medium between the two. You get a little bit of the ambery nature of this one, a little bit deeper fragrance, and you don't lose much of the freshness from the EDT. The Eau de Parfum truly is the happy middle ground between the Parfum and the EDT. This is still good, though. This one actually surprisingly has the most ambroxan of the bunch. It's very, very warm, very fresh, not the strongest projector of the bunch. It wears a little close to the skin, but it still has phenomenal longevity. 10-12 hour fragrance, easy. And it's still a pretty strong projecting fragrance with really good sillage. It's just not quite as bright as something like the EDT and the EDP. So they are a little bit stronger up top, but the sillage and longevity are there just as strong and long lasting as the other 2 versions. It's redundant to have all 3. There are mild nuance changes from one to another, but you know, for reviewing sake and collecting sake, I have all of them, but you really only need the Eau de Parfum, in my opinion. I think it's the best of the 3. Again, Flame and Energy and Najim, they kind of don't really smell that much like the original base fragrance. Flame does. There's twists to that. Flame's closest to this kind of fragrance, the base DNA, but this is a tester. That's why it's got that illegal sale, not for resale. Well, they sell them, but still a good one. For the warmer, the cooler months, it works really good. In warmer months, it works just as well as the EDT, I think. It's Versace Eros Parfum, the newest Versace release. I do like it. I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I am quite a fan. I like it more and more every time I wear it. Versace Eros, not Versace Eros. Well, I'm just got used to talking about Eros. Versace Man Eau Fraiche Extreme. I just got used to talking about Eros back-to-back fragrances. So what's different about this is you take the star fruit away from the original and you put orange blossom in there and you get this. Make it a little bit stronger, a little bit longer lasting because it is a stronger fragrance. It maintains the freshness from start to finish. It never loses that watery, fresh, clean, musky smell. It's an amped up lemon, like a fresh, not so sharp lemon smell. Like it's literally still Man Eau Fraiche if you just take that one note, that star fruit out and replace it with orange blossom. It's probably my favorite orange blossom fragrance, honestly. Like over all the versions of Altair and Nico Sculpture and Montal Wood and Spices, all these orange blossom based fragrances. Because it's Orange Blossom Eros. I mean, not Eros. Why do I keep saying Eros? Orange Blossom Man Eau Fraiche. It is a really good fragrance. When it comes back in stock, I would encourage you to grab it if you've tried it and you like it. If not, get out and try it. I don't know where to recommend you go try it. I grabbed it for $80 from Fragrance Buy, which I will have linked down below. Click notify me if it's not in stock. I don't know if it's in stock currently. I did not check. But like I said, you can just click it and find out for yourself. It's not in stock. That's where I got this bottle. And I'm super happy with it. It's slowly creeped in from that second tier to I'm starting to think it's one of the better designers released this year. I have gotten feedback from some of you in the comments that I'm one of the few that feels that way, which goes right back into I don't give a fuck what other content creators think. They're not wearing my fragrance for me. They're not smelling the fragrance through my nose for me. So, lesson for you guys. Enjoy what you enjoy. Who cares what other people think? If you're fishing for compliments, obviously that's a whole different ball game. Don't fish for compliments. You never know when they're going to happen. Just enjoy them when they do happen. But if you like something and you hear others don't, so what? It's your money. It's your nose. It's your skin. If you like it, wear it. If you don't like it, hey, don't buy it. You know what I mean? But me personally, I like it. I would encourage trying it because at the end of the day, if you don't give it a shot, are you really going to know? Oh, but I trust so-and-so. Well, you still didn't smell it. You might disagree with them. But they never steer me wrong. It's not about steering anybody wrong or right. It's you don't know if you don't try it. That's lesson for the day. You never know what you're truly going to enjoy until you spray it on your skin and smell it through your own nose and see what you really feel about it because you'll be surprised. Again, really good. Better than I thought it would be. Yes, not having star fruit is an initial disappointment, but once you actually start wearing it around and smelling it, It works. It's actually really, really good. Again, that's the new Versace Man Eau Fraiche Extreme. Another one that, based on feedback I got from you guys, I seem to be one of the few in the crowd that thinks this is a good fragrance. Again, I say, I don't care what others think. Versace Eros Najim. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. This stuff's like really smoky when you compare it to Lattafa's Kate Alfresana Untamed, which I had got before this, and I think it's the best looking Eros bottle. It smells the least like Eros. I don't think, like, faint resemblance. You got to really search for it and look for it and dig deep with your nose to find Eros DNA here. But it's very woodsy, caramel, vanilla, smoky, oriental, resinous, woody, little spice. There's even a touch of like funk to it, like almost like there's an oudy funk to this one. I don't even remember if they have an oud note listed, but it's got a little bit of like a sweet oud funkiness to it. It's a Middle Eastern type fragrance, oriental, resinous, spices, again, incense, smokiness. All those things are present. This is a really good fragrance, really good performer, and again, the bottle's stunning. Not that the bottle matters that much, but boy, does it smell good. I was totally fine with paying full retail from Versace. I bought this from Versace. I could have got it for $99 from Joma Shop the same day that I got it for $155 from Versace. I didn't care. I didn't even know at the time, and I didn't feel bad after. It was like, whatever. I'm cool with that. I just really wanted to have this, and when it came to North America, I jumped on it as quickly as I could as soon as I found out, because I had been wanting to get it, and I quite like it. And when the weather cools back down, it will be in my rotation. So definitely, you owe it to yourself to try it. If you like sweeter Middle Eastern style fragrances, you'll probably like this one. With very little Eros DNA to be found, to be honest with you. At least that's what I think. It's Versace Eros Najim. Now, this gets the generic tag, another Aventus type fragrance. And why aren't we done with the Aventus stuff? That's fine. That's fine. And I know there's a lot of you that are like, who cares what they think? This thing smells good. I'm in that camp. Eros Energy. Again, bottle looks amazing. The Eros bottle just looks great. All these color variants, they just look great. I'm a fan. This is one of my favorite fragrance bottles ever, is the Eros bottle. I guess that's why I keep talking about Eros. I was really excited to talk about the entire Eros line. That's why I was calling this frickin' Eros, you know? So, candied lemon, little tart, fruity black currant. It does have that Aventus cologne type of smell to it, more so than standard smoky Aventus. You don't get pineapple and things like that, but the color's fitting because there is like this nice sweet lemon smell to it. A little green and woodsy as it dries. I think it's highly versatile. The first time I smelled it, I was like, okay, it's good. And I had a decant. Shout out to Miss Heather for all your Creed needs. Stop at Dillard's at the mall in Jacksonville. Go see Miss Heather. Tell her TLTG or Dedrick sent you. That's Miss Heather's awesome. Miss Heather's the GOAT, as I've said many times. Miss Heather sent me a decant so I could try it. And that was where I did my first impression. I was like, oh, okay, it's good. It smells nice and everything. And I just, next thing you know, I burned through the 3 ml she sent me. I was like, I need a bottle. Right away. I ended up buying it from Joma Shop for like $80. They were the first discounters to stock it, and I bought it right away. And it only took like 2 weeks. It wasn't too bad with them. It said ships in 1 to 3 days, and then it took about 2 weeks. But I mean, it's hit or miss with their shipping times. What can I say? But this, just a fan. You can wear this year round. This is signature scent worthy stuff. There's a little bit of Eros DNA hiding in here. Another one you kind of got to reach for it to tie it, because I don't really, sure, I get some amber and woods and a little bit of vanilla maybe, but like apple, minty green, all that. I don't really get that kind of stuff from it, because that's like core top section of the Eros profile. I don't really get that, but it's still a damn good fragrance nonetheless, and the bottle's absolutely stunning. And it performs above average. Not a beast like a lot of the other Eros fragrances, but above average, 6 to 8 hour range and longevity. It's good stuff. It's Eros Energy. It was referenced a few times. Here it is finally. Eros Eau de Parfum. Yep. I think the best of the bunch when it comes to the base DNA. You can see that one's got the biggest dent in the bottle, because it's the one I've worn the most. It smells like the EDT still, just a little bit warmer, a little bit denser, just a little bit. Doesn't lack too much of it doesn't lose much freshness here, and it's not quite as heavy, ambery, warm as the Parfum. It legitimately is the nice middle ground between the two. This is the one. This is the one. Minty green, crisp apple, fruitiness, woodsy, amber. Oh man, hit of ambroxan's there. Add some freshness. It's not over the top musky, but there's this nice masculine musk. It's a playful, sweet fragrance. Nothing to be taken too seriously, but it is very attractive. It's very recognizable because it's very popular. It has been popular for years. I'm a fan. And people want to say that's for kids, that's teenage. Don't put age limits on fragrances, guys. There's a lot of viewers that are probably going to sound off in these comments that are gentlemen my age and older that love them some Eros, that are over 40. I'm 40, and I know 50-year-olds online that in the past have come to this fragrance's defense with, I wore this a couple days ago. My wife loves when I wear this. Again, I say, wear what you like. Who cares what other content creators or people on the internet have to say about what you are spraying on your skin in real life, in the real world, not the fake fantasy bullshit world that we're taking part in right now on the internet. I'm me on one side of the camera, you on the other. You know, it is the fake fantasy world. I try to keep as much realness in it as I can. And some people hate that shit. And some people love it. And I hope you love it. And I hope you love this fragrance. If you've never tried it, I would recommend trying it over the EDT and the Parfum because I truly believe you get the best of all three in this one bottle. I think if you have this one, you 100% don't need the other two because the things that they do well are here. It combines what those two do well into one fragrance. So definitely the best of the base DNA in my opinion. I know a lot of people will agree with that. It's Versace Eros Eau de Parfum. Number 4 spot. I did not like this fragrance at first. I could not understand why people liked it. It took time to grow on me. This is always my example of sometimes you got to give a fragrance multiple chances before it grow on you. Now I think it's one of the greatest mass appealing blue fragrances of all time. We're talking Dylan Blue. Versace, I need a Dylan Blue flanker. It's time. I don't care if it's Dylan Blue Elixir, Dylan Blue Parfum. I don't care. Don't alter this DNA too much. I understand you're going to add some twist and nuance. Crank it up to make it richer and thicker. And ramp up the performance, I'm sure. But give me a Dylan Blue flanker. It's time. I know this is a flanker. It's a Versace Pomme flanker, which is ranked above this. That's the real king of the office. We'll get to that one next. It's literally next. But this, Anosmia King. This is one that you will go nose blind to, you will think is weak, and then hours later when you're like, man, I wanted to refresh, but I got busy and I forgot, and you get a compliment, and you're like, really? I haven't smelled it in like 3 or 4 hours. You can smell me? Oh, God, yes. Punch me in the nose as soon as you walk by. You smell great. Dylan Blue, ladies and gentlemen. Notorious, citrusy, aquatic, ambery, woodsy. There's some smokiness. It's got a little bit of shower gel going on. There's so many elements to this one. It's a, unnatural, chemically synthetic smell. Very clean at the same time. Just great stuff. You can wear this for anything. It will get compliments. I cannot guarantee that from any fragrance, but the probability on this one's very high. The likelihood is very high. It gives you a bet. Those of you that do fish for compliments and like perfumes your entire personality. And you need somebody to give you that confidence boost. You wear a fragrance strictly hoping for others to tell you you smell good. And don't get offended. Some of you are going to get offended, but the ones that are getting offended are actually the people that are like that. Look, I'm not your therapist. You want to go fishing for compliments? Grab your rod and reel, throw the bait in the water, and go see what you catch. Do your thing. I'm not living your life. You're not living mine. You do your thing. I ain't hating on you for it. I just don't operate that way. I like to smell fragrances, and it's a great thing when I get a compliment because then I get to have a brief moment to talk about my fragrance because I love fragrance like that, right? So this is one. This is the tackle box. This is the rod and reel. This is the bait. If you're out there looking for compliments, you got a really good shot with this one. Performance well above average. You just got to deal with some nose fatigue. Most of us do. You may not smell it, but others will smell you. One of the greatest blues ever. Dylan Blue. In my opinion, the real king of the office. This is so good. Versace Pomme, also known as Versace Signature. Clean, fresh, watery, soapy, white, floral, super clean musk. So inoffensive. Actually, really good longevity, but a softer projection. Less is more. workplace safe, even like medical field areas where it's kind of iffy and a little taboo to wear a strong fragrance. There are a lot of medical spaces that are like that. Some of them even require that you not wear a fragrance. That's like a big no-no in certain places. Then you got medical places where you got crazy people wearing menthols and spraying it 20 times. And all right, that's not every medical professional area is different, right? But some of them in certain workplaces, you gotta like really try to get away with wearing a fragrance. Some places are like that, and that's where fragrances like this shine. This is one of the least offensive aromas in the history of aromas. It's just so clean and soft, inviting, likable, versatile, fresh, not in your face. It's gonna need to be discovered. As long as you're not bathing in it and you're moderate with the sprays, you can get away with this in a lot of situations. You want to be noticed, you just spray a little bit more. If you're not in those intimate settings where it's like kind of taboo to be wearing a fragrance, they don't want you doing that kind of stuff. Again, certain places are like that, certain workplaces. This is the king of the office for that level of versatility, because if you can have more on, you just spray more on. If you need to be less is more and you really still want to get away with smelling, nice and clean and fresh, here you go. Here you go. This is a must own in every collection. I think everybody should have at least a small bottle to have a little run with. Have a run with it. See how you like it. You don't necessarily need to buy a 100 or 200 milliliter bottle and end up, just not wearing it that often. Get you a 30 ml. Spend some time with it. See what you think. Or 50 ml like this. This is more than enough. This is a lot of fragrance, 50 ml. Many, many, many sprays. It's great. It's phenomenal. It's outstanding when it comes to office settings. Just in general, it's great. But office settings in particular, I've always dubbed this to be the king of the office. People like to say Prada L'Homme and fragrances like that. Yeah, but that's actually a really strong fragrance still. I think you have even more office settings this will apply in because there's office settings where you're actually not supposed to wear anything. And you can probably get away with it with this one. This smells incredible. This is the freshest, most inoffensive fragrance I think of all time. Versace Pomme. At the number 2 slot is our final Eros fragrance. No Eros at number 1. Sorry, Jay. But of the Eros line, the best of the best of the best of the best is Aeros Flame to me. Again, look at how great that red bottle looks. This bottle looks good in every color. I wonder what a black Versace Eros, like still black translucent glass, but black glass. I'd love to see that. Without gradients, just black. Solid color. But this is great. So this still smells like Eros, but instead of apple, it's like a lot of orange. It's fresher and spicier. It's much more woodsy than it is vanillic and sweet and shower gel. And it still has the Eros DNA, but it's a deeper, high character fragrance. It's more interesting. It just is. It's a really good performer still. I don't think it's the best option in the heat, but boy, spring, fall, winter, day, night, still the one to beat. I think we need a flame flanker. Give me Flame Parfum. Give me Flame Elixir. Flame Elixir would make more sense. Since we went straight to Flame Eau de Parfum, let's get a flame flanker. Original Eros got multiple concentration flankers. Energy doesn't need a concentration flanker. Najim doesn't need a flanker. This is the flanker that I think would deserve a flanker. Don't you agree? Wouldn't it? How cool would it be to get another version of this? I mean, I know it's like damn near perfect for what it is. But imagine one that's even warmer, even richer, maybe intensify the spices a little bit, zest up that orange even more. Don't really change it a whole lot, but crank it up a bit. Add a little bit darker nuance to it, just a little bit. The elixir treatment. Eros Flame Elixir. Got my vote. Let's do it, Versace. Give me these two next. Give me a Dylan Blue flanker. Give me an Eros Flame flanker. It'll sell like crazy. You're welcome. This is amazing. I don't know what else to say. We covered the nuance. It's a great performer. The bottle looks cool. And it's so good, I think it deserves its own flanker. A flanker that deserves a flanker. It's Eros Flame. Some will agree with my number 1, some won't, but I do think it's one of the greatest fresh fragrances of all time, and I do think it's Versace's best work for men. The original Man Eau Fraiche. I think it's the greatest profile to wear to the gym, even though I don't really like to wear fragrances all that much to the gym anymore. When I would wear things that smell like this most often. And I love the bottle. I think it's one of the coolest looking bottles of all time. It just screams summertime poolside. So citrusy fresh, that starfruit note we spoke on earlier, a little bit of sour citrus, lemongrass kind of feel, watery, musky, clean, a little fresh, spicy. Super high compliment factor. Oh man. One of the most complimented fragrances of all time for men in general that have had bottles of this. It's just so damn good. It had to be my number one. I was like, do I put Aeros Flame? Do I put Man Eau Fraiche? I put Man Eau Fraiche. I have to put Man Eau Fraiche. It's that good. It's so good. Look, this didn't live up to do the justice. It's still really good, but it's not. It's still better. It's still better. That changes it a little bit. A little bit, because you got to like Orange Blossom. A white flower, you know? You got to like that. And it's really good for what it is. Like I said, I think it might be my new favorite Orange Blossom based fragrance, but it don't replace this. This is still too good. This is like the perfect fresh fragrance for me. And some will say, oh, it's too weak for me. I get like 5-6 hours out of it. I'm cool with that. Some will say, oh, you only get 3. Well, you only get 3. Spray it again. Problem solved. I don't want to take the bottle with me. Well, quit complaining. There's an easy fix. And maybe you're in a situation where you can't take the bottle with you. That's obviously different and a different deciding factor. But if you have the ability to and you're like, I still don't want to, don't complain about the performance then, because you can just refresh. Again, I say, spray it again. It warrants it. It smells that good. This is my little 30 ml bottle. You know, I don't wear it as much as I once did. I'm going to spray it some more. Man. So likable. So likable, man. God, and I love the bottle. It's beautiful to look at. This is baby blue pool water color, you know, sky blue with the spine and everything. Love the bottle. Love the fragrance. I think it's Versace's best work. I don't know if they'll ever top it. Of the 11 Versace fragrances I own, my number one, the best of the best to me, Versace Man Eau Fraiche. Well, that's the 11. I know some of you didn't agree with my rankings. That's okay. It's just my rankings and how I feel about them. Yours can be different. That's okay. It's just one man's opinion, another person's opinion. It's going to vary. It's going to change. There's nothing wrong with it. But they're all good. There's not a mediocre fragrance among these. Even something had to take caboose. You know, sad for Versace Blue Jeans, but it would be technically my least favorite of the bunch. Even though it's a really good fragrance still. I still think it's like a 7.58 out of 10 kind of fragrance. You know, very good to great kind of stuff. So there's links down below if you want to check any of these out. Obviously, you don't have to buy nothing to watch these videos. I just appreciate you spending some of your day with me. Make sure to like and subscribe if you leave. See you in the next one.